Welcome back to Secondhand Overland. I'm your host, Matt Kester, and today we're talking all about privacy tones. Well, actually, I'm disproving the point of privacy tones. In fact, I'm making the case that the FTC should be suing manufacturers' asses for using the term privacy tones because there's nothing private about them. They're the biggest sense of false advertising ever since the Saber cigarette or the Land of Enchantment. They just aren't what they say they are, and I'm going to show you why. Okay? So bear with me. Here we go. I'm going to set these radios up, and I'm going to give you a demonstration. Since everybody tries to explain it to you, I'm just going to show it to you. So, these two fine instrumentation pieces are, well, it's a KG935 and that's a KG UB8H. So let's go to VFO mode, if you will, and let's put it on a GMRS frequency. Let's go with the 600 because nobody will be listening to that right now. And then we'll go in here and we're gonna set the transmit power to low so we don't get into trouble. And then we'll put the transmit CTC onto 162.2 and the receive CTSC 1622. Okay, so transmit and receive are the same tone output. Okay, that one's set. We're gonna do the same thing over here on 4625 600, so that is technically GMRS 17 if memory serves right. And we will go set that to 1622, right? These two radios are now locked into the same set of transmit and receive codes. So now I'm gonna have to get far enough away that this actually works, so hopefully it does. If I get over here with low power. I mean, Don's backyard's really big, so I'm able to get some distance. So let's key it up, okay? Testing on the privacy tones. Let's go see if that worked. You heard that. The radio actually went ahead and punched through because they were both on the same CTCSS tone, both on transmit on my end, receive on this end, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the tone off this radio. I'm gonna keep the tone on my transmit radio. I'm gonna walk over there and show you something. Ready? Somebody's actually out there right now transmitting on the frequency without their tone on. So let's go ahead and pull it off. And here we go, off. Okay, so now you just heard a repeater out there because we took the tone off. What you were seeing here, which is illustrating my point, is that once we had that tone on the receive end, it blocked everything out. And it only made it so you could hear a signal that was coming from 162.2, whereas this signal here that was going on the whole time is actually from the Tower 600 repeater up the mountain over there, and it doesn't have an output tone, which means it outputs wide open. Now, that's all fine and good. That still doesn't prove the point about privacy tones, however. It proves the point about filtering, but it doesn't prove the point about privacy tones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this radio open with no receive tone at all. I'm gonna walk over there with this radio still on 162.2, and we're gonna see if this radio's privacy tone is still private. Okay, just you stay there. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna get a ways away so we don't mash them all up here. I got the radio sitting over by the pool there. Let's see what happens. WRTX 996, test, testing out the privacy tones. Can anybody hear me with the privacy tone on? Come back if you can hear me with the privacy tone on. We'll see. I bet it worked. You think it worked? I think it worked. Did it work? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check in the future to see if it actually worked. WRTX 996, test, testing out the privacy tones. Can anybody hear me with the privacy tone on? Oh! So your privacy tones, they aren't private at all. They're blinder tones. They just stop you from receiving what you don't want to hear, which makes you feel like it's private because you're not picking up other chatter. It's a blinder tone, it's a filter, it's not a blocker. So, don't ever say anything over a radio that you don't want the whole world to hear, because nothing is truly private when it comes to analog radios. Chew on that for a while. Till next time, I'm Matt Kester. Be good.